The methods came about by just doing whatever it took. So we began working with clients in 2018, and originally the goal was to pretty much just send cease and desist letters. But as anyone who sends cease and desist letters knows, that's not a 100% solution. Cease and desist letters, they work, but they work on certain sellers. On some sellers, they're not going to work, and it requires advanced techniques. And what are advanced techniques? Well, who is the seller? Where are they located? How much inventory do they have? So we started going down those roads, and those roads led us down various techniques, often involving data, involving looking at supply chain records, doing whatever it took to figure out who is selling the product, and not just who is selling the product, because that's only one of the two important things. The second important thing is, where are they getting the product from? And how can we stop them from getting the product to begin with in a manner that we plug up all the supply chain holes today and we prevent supply chain leaks in the future? So the prevention model, how can we rest easy knowing that it's more and more difficult for gray market sellers to acquire product? Because the idea is this: there's a correlation between how much profit can I make versus how hard am I willing to work to acquire product. And the more difficult we make it for unauthorized sellers to acquire high quantity product, at some point they're going to say, this isn't worth it for me anymore. I'm not going to start a business in the Netherlands and go through all those tax hoops and start entities and do this and that and then ship the product across the United States if I'm only making this much money. I'm going to try selling a different brand. And if we get them to do that, then we won.